In Ondil looking for it as comes back to his soul, and Cocoon is going to land. Fisher in a lot of trouble. Ondil gets on in, but he doesn't have repel. So he will go, and he's just going to face check the brush and maybe go down here. The Ignite is ticking, and we are going to jump on in there and just go for the fight. They try to just lock him down as the Yone ultimate is going to keep them in place basically forever, but funnily enough, they used everything onto not the two carries as UCal trying to do something, and he's not going to be able to. Fisher tanks up quite a lot and actually still alive for so long, and the Yone just able to clean up. UCal very out of position after that as they desperately couldn't kill Lehens. And trying to go for a dive onto an Aurora. Now the hook is going to miss, and the dive is also going to be a big miss as in goes Lehens with his own tech, brings it out and shuts down Ondil. That was one of the saddest dives I've ever seen. Now looking for a good dive as Gnomsim on the top side.
You do into the Akali. Now Lehens is in a bit of trouble. I think he's just gone.
He might just be, but TP is coming in. There's the locket again. He's buying a lot of time once again, but DRX do have 4 members, but look at Rich. He's not that tanky just yet. He's only got the 1 item.
Much armor yet.
Yeah.
Look
at the jungle level gap as well. Not to mention just, I think this is going to be one of them. As they get the Otacon, and now they turn on the fight as they're looking to take down Lehens. They will enjoy their 200 gold. He gets a hook in the death chamber as well, just to add to the bonuses that he has given to his kills. Or team to one losing team. It's like, yeah, he's just that ahead in the game. As, yep, this is the Varus. Doesn't get to play the game. We talked about this in draft, but now the wallets are just gigantic as they are going to catch Gideon. And of course, they will go for the dive with this Otacon buff.
Wait, they got Lehens
of it, and yep, they did get Lehens.
Well, job successful. That's what they wanted, right?
That's what they've told us all game long, Ox. Again, up 3 levels is Gideon on Sponge here as they look to punish him. Should be able to. The disengage cone, not even. It's actually going to help Gideon engage cone over the wall.
So true.
Well, they got through Lehens' shields. I will give them that as in goes Fisher. And they just assassinate them. This game has been done for quite a while, but Gnomsim going to show off their big bars of gold that they have gained from all of their farming in this one. Down will go all the members of DRX, and down will fall the Nexus. Gnomsim absolutely stomping them, almost 20,000 gold ahead at the end of the game. That one to the fight just to try to get some XP, as he says, well, I'm not getting away anyway, and that is first blood given over to Gideon. Turn comes in, Lehens tanking up so much damage once again. Low health bars though on the side of Gnomsim as they look to turn onto Teddy, who might be in a bit of trouble. Flashes though, and the low health bars might come back to bite them as DRX, they get another engage. Ondil slept for quite a while. As here comes King in, level 6 himself. He has tried to join this fight as there's the ult! And the death, though, is traded back. King in looking for a second, gets his second. And Gideon still fighting. A fed top laner now and a fed jungler. As King in, he is being baited into this one. Oh, he dashes straight into a very nice spear from Sponge. You see that Lehens and Jiwoo are just running away, but you can't quite run away from the Kai'Sa. Double flash over the wall to get on top of Jiwoo, and they will do just that. Still a fight here over the grubs. Will turn into a quick 3v2, but Sponge is on the chase. They should be able to take down Ondil, though, painlessly, as Sponge takes away the grub as well. 3-4-3 in that objective. Fisher here now, and it's getting messy once again. We got a 4v4. In goes King, and he gets the angle, but that's on the UCal. Now he's trying to flash away and trying to get some peel, but that's the kill on the ridge. Fisher, full health. He's got the Gatling gun, and he's just running them down with it as Teddy able to at least take out one with the help of UCal. The missile is going to miss as it's in the name, and here comes Fisher, and there's not much you can do about that. You're not getting away from those two. As Kingen comes in and steals both kills. Successfully able to do so. Nice solar flare, but again, the follow-up is not there. They're not able to take down Jiwoo. And
the sleep!
The lineup! It's perfect as the Brawl is over the top as well. Do they have the damage though in the 4v5 is the question. Yes, they absolutely do, as Gideon just prances around, immediately dies, but it doesn't matter. Kingen is unkillable, and Jiwoo is as well for some reason. Nobody could take him down, and Fisher, he's like, hey, remember me?
He gets this.
This is revenge.
Getting
takes him down.
Sponge is so big here. It's a Nidalee. She can sustain herself up. She would still have the smite. You wouldn't be able to do Adakan if Nidalee was still alive.
Should go the way of DRX as the Hextech Dragon is being burst down. The flash on in. They are going to catch you. He doesn't have the sums. And they try to take him down, but it takes them so long. They do take the axe out of the fight, though. Gideon, desperate for something, goes into the Zhonya's. And he's got the Ambessa with him. Meanwhile, Rich in the backline, though, is going to survive forever. Finally gets smoked down by Gideon. But DRX have already won the fight. And they want a bit more. They're going to take down the Hands and the Hextech Dragon.
There.
Oh, that's going to be a huge one from Teddy. Jiu even flashes at the end. Oh, forces the flash too. Teddy in an awkward spot, but look at this. This is even more awkward. Gideon going to be caught out. Teddy's low, but it was a fantastic bait. He gets away. Lahens has the flash. And they still have the Baron.
Yeah.
Lahens alone. Nobody has followed him to probably making the smart call not to follow him. They've got their hands up in the air and they're like, please don't come at us. We don't want to fight. We'll even give you Ondil for free.
Spang from Yukal, so with the poke hits. Oh, look for the hand.
Yeah, Ondil just going to go in by himself. The Solar Flare is decent, but there's zero follow-up. DRX were like,
Teddy.
Yeah, Sleep comes in. Teddy going in, though. Jiru in a lot of trouble again. He flashes for nothing. Down will go Lahens. And I was worried for DRX, but they get a couple of kills. Ondil, though, going to go down. Kingen is a raid boss. And he flashes over the wall, but Rich is able to get the follow here as Gideon desperate to try to peel for him, but now he's put himself in a rough spot, has to flash away, and DRX come up big in this. He's just dead. I mean, how can you save him? He's got nothing. They just flash over the Braum. The Braum doesn't even exist. They don't even look at him. Well, they'll take him down as an afterthought. Nomshim, one by one. The Dominoes, and they should be able to, especially with the Baron. Nice flash as Rich does get a little bit low, but it just doesn't matter at this point. The wallet are heavy enough. And Fisher just gives a little thumbs up and says, good job, guys. DRX, you figured it out. You won a game. Zooming all over the place as, speaking of which, Sponge is probably just dead here. He is going to go into his clone. And they're trying to give the kill over to Fisher, which they will do very successfully. Bit of damage. Well, that didn't go the way you were thinking it was going to go, Lahens. Has a free kill, and he doesn't even bother flashing. He's like, yep. Yeah, nice equalizer on the wave, at least to try to survive. But they have just so many threats here. And this is what this composition does. They get the flash out of Rit. All right, they're staring at each other very menacingly as the ult comes in, and Yukal says good night.
Uh-oh, Jiwoo.
There's a Wukong, and you don't have Ghost. I don't think it would have helped anyway. Yeah, easy dive. That's what they used to say back in my day, as Yukal in a really rough spot, actually. 2v1. A lot of damage does.
Confused.
Oh, nice hook, actually, as they go in on a Wukong, and he just dies. Not quite able to have an impact, but Gideon taking a bunch of damage from Teddy. As you said it before, the scrappy fights.
King gets a big ult.
Oh, that equalizer, very nice angle. Ondil does not have flash, and Rich is taking a bunch of damage, but guess who does even more damage? It's the Zeri, and it's the Wukong. Again, just press your buttons all at the same time in one direction. As now stolen equalizer, they're trying to turn onto Yukal, but they're not quite able to. Wukong goes down. Tons of damage being dealt right now by Nomshim, and they've got this Jinx in the backline just shelling out the damage. And DRX, they bite off more than they can chew in this one, as they wanted to punish, but instead, they're the ones that got punished.
And they got so much gold from that. Oh, comes in.
Okay, gonna be pushed away from the hook, and now Kingen, he's going on in. He doesn't care if he dies. They've done the damage. They take out the Lulu, and they still have the Otacon buff. Here comes Fisher, and he's just tanking up the turret because why not? He's gonna get the one kill, gets a second as well, the fade away. And Yukal's like, by the way, I'm Silas. I can steal the Maokai ultimate. Isn't this great? Doesn't do anything. And maybe Nomshim just win right now.
This is just the end of the game. You know, Fisher's TP to come back, and a couple of fumbles, some good team fighting from Nomshim, and DRX get run into the dirt. It'll be 2-1 to Nomshim on the back of this. And a game that felt more decisive than game 2 for sure, but just felt like once they lost control.
Fight that. He's trying to get away. There's the flash on in from Gideon, and he's got Orianna to sponge, but the knock into the wall, the angle is perfect, and the first blood is fed. Yep. Here comes a wall. Fisher looking to join on in. Use some of that gold, but it's just going to actually be... He does have flash. He's going to ult on in, but there's just way too many threats, and there you go. Oh, that's a big rock. And the ult to come in, he pulls him closer, and the flash comes through. And get number 2, and here it does come through. That's the flip on in, and Rich, he just doesn't even bother. I feel like they're DRX, UCal, he wants revenge, he wants blood, but he's not in a he's in a pretty rough spot actually. The stun comes down, and they're gonna give another kill over to Jiu. Rich trying desperately to take out this Aphelios, but he won't be able to. Sponge is also going to be kited out. Another root comes down, and he has to flash away from the seismic shot. Got a great angle here as well. There's just nobody really to stop him either. He just runs straight into the Sejuani. Finally, Anvil is going to show up to a fight just to ult a Meganar. As now, little combo here in a Rich. That is a Camille. Can he get away? Not from this duo. And that's really what it was going to feel totally fine. Still going to flash away just to be safe. As
there we go.
They're trying to get time on their side. They're trying to get on top of Teddy here. Looks pretty good to be able to do that, as yeah, he didn't get to press a single button in that passage of play. And now Sponge getting slowed down by the boomerangs, gonna get walloped as well. That's another kill given over to Jiwoo. Yeah,
I don't think he's getting out.
He's not getting out, I would imagine. For now, it's 2v1. They could also, okay, and they're just also gonna get Teddy on top of, and they just don't have an in. There's so many chakrams coming out. It's
Look at them!
Sponge is like, oh God, run away. But nobody else got the memo. And Sponge apparently didn't either. Look at the chakrams, there's so many. There's like 8 trillion of them. And he's buying a little bit of time. Teddy's up. But yeah, realistically, they're down 11,500 gold. And it doesn't matter what kind of things you do in this one, you're just not going to have a way to stop them. Nongshim will move on to the playoffs as your 6th seed from the play-ins. They will face off against